scary movie.
Fuck the prime time, bitch!
Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Welcome back to another episode of Final Thoughts here on my YouTube page. I'm your host, Kevin Porter, welcoming you back for another episode. Oh shit, this week we're talking about Wednesday, the Smash Netflix series brought to you by Tim Burton and Subway. No, I lied. It's only Tim Burton. Subway doesn't sponsor Wednesday, but it should. It should. Okay, so before we move forward, I'm legally obligated to let you know that this video contains spoilers. Did I say that? Spoilers. Oh my gosh, he said the S word. Spoilers! So if you haven't watched Wednesday, go take the time to go watch Wednesday and come on back and we'll be waiting here for you, okay? Okay. Are they gone? Is everybody that hasn't watched Wednesday out the door? Have you kicked the bricks yet? Okay, so let's move forward here. My journey with Wednesday began last Sunday evening. Me and the wife, we heard the hoopla. We're like, oh, brand new Addams Family series? Let's watch it. Wednesday, obviously, she's like one of the funnest characters of the Addams Family. So having her here in her own centered storyline, going to Nevermore Academy after getting expelled for dropping piranhas in the fucking swimming pool, which is pretty cool, dude. It's like, oh, dude, that dude's taint just totally got ripped up, dude. It's no more, dude. It's like he lost a testicle. No longer can that guy have kids. Like Wednesday said, the world is a better place because of that. So I was hooked from the very first episode. We watched the first episode Wednesday night, or Sunday night. Let me get a little bit ahead of myself there. So between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we finished the entire series this last week here. So we wanted to take our time a little bit. For those first couple nights, we only watched the first, couple episodes, but then we had to kind of ramp it up from there. But luckily, 8 episodes really isn't that hard of a amount of shows to go through. So, by Friday night, it was like, okay, cool. Like we're almost done with this one here. So, no longer are the days. Remember back in the day when you would watch TV, it'd be like a season would have like 50 episodes. There'd be like 50 episodes of The Simpsons or like Frasier or whatever. Not anymore, ladies and gentlemen, not anymore. So, here Wednesday, she shows up at Nevermore. She almost gets killed because apparently she's part of some sort of a prophetic, this kid, like he finds her picture in the book and then all of a sudden he wants to kill her because like, oh my God, this shit's going to actually take place. Copperstone's going to come back. So, he totally foresaw that happening and boom! He tries to kill Wednesday, but the kid, the celebrity's kid comes in and saves her. Obviously, the fucking pillar, the gargoyle coming down to almost crush her. And she's like, I know, I didn't ask you to save me. And he's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you were almost going to die. She's like, I love death. And it's like, that's a Wednesday Addams line right there. But it was basically a murder mystery. It was the whole entire season. You got introduced to a lot of cool characters. I thought Eugene was a very fun one. He stood out. My friend Ray kind of reminds me of him. Ray, I love you if you're watching. Ray's kind of a nerdy guy. I love nerdy dudes, dude. Nerdy dudes are what's up. Then obviously her roommate, that's supposed to be turning into a werewolf at some point. Obviously that whole storyline pays off when she fights the Hyde at the very end. Just all the cast of characters that kind of take place within this community. Obviously the comparisons to like Harry Potter or something like that. That's obviously there for the taking. I mean, I don't know if that was the obvious, the specific inspiration for the series and whatnot, or I should say the storyline for the season. It was cool though. She's like, she gets expelled. You're going to an academy. So which her mother, Morticia and Gomez had gone there previously, so there was a generational connection to the school itself. Which Wednesday's whole arc is like, she doesn't want to be her mother, so she's trying to be her, go against the grain. She doesn't, want to follow that path. But here she is at Nevermore and whatnot. And it was fun. Again, like the storyline itself, it had you guessing throughout the whole entire season. We were like, oh, is it the counselor? Is it the counselor? Is it the principal? And by the end of it, when they show off that Christina Ricci, which, thankfully they brought her back. A lot of people were like talking shit saying, oh, she should have been the new Morticia, but, here she served her own purpose and ultimately gained the highest part of the series in the sense of she was the main bad guy. She was the one controlling the strings of the hide, which turned out to be her Wednesday's pretty much boyfriend more for the most part, because there was the two dudes that were going for her attention. She goes with the dude from the coffee shop, which at the very beginning I'm like, this guy's 22, isn't he? What's he hanging out with a 16-year-old? But I guess he's 16. He's got daddy issues because his mom died. She turned out to be one of those misfits and misfits. Just call them misfits or whatever. They're like outcasts or whatever is what they call them on the show. But misfits, whatever. It kind of goes hand in hand, I would say. But she turns out to be a Hyde, which they were banned 30 years ago at the school. So therefore, he wasn't allowed to go to the school because he's a fucking Hyde. Which, you're like, what's a Hyde? And it was like, I told you not to watch the video. People that haven't watched Wednesday, you got to go watch the show. Then you'll know what a Hyde is. So again, then they had the whole storyline where Gomez supposedly killed somebody, but it was actually Morticia who killed some psycho boyfriend that was trying to kill Gomez because Gomez is having sex with Morticia. Morticia and Gomez, they have really good sex. So this guy was insanely jealous. So it turns out Morticia is the one that killed him. They get Gomez off of first degree murder. Turned out he was actually there to poison all of the outcasts and kill everybody at the school. So it actually, they were actually able to intercept that and save the entire school. So the whole entire story comes down to this Copperstone dude showing up back from the dead, man, because Goody was the Addams family ancestor. That's the connection with this whole entire Pilgrim Village or whatever, So Copperstone, Christina Ricci brings Copperstone back at the very end, and I thought his character was super cool, dude. I thought he was pretty scary. They changed the voice and whatnot. I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool shit right here. So, definitely I love shows that have horror undertones. And my wife, she's not necessarily a fan of horror, so being able to get her to actually sit down and watch 8 episodes of semi very tame horror is a win-win for me. So I liked Wednesday. I guess those are our final thoughts. Am I ready for season 2? Count me in. It was a fun show just to kick back, smoke a little bit of weed, and enjoy the hours after a hard day's work. So tell my boss I said that. I put in a hard day's work every single day. But nonetheless, neither here nor there. I liked it. I liked Wednesday. I really enjoyed the actress that played Wednesday. I think I don't know if she's really been in a lot of other stuff, but Catherine Zeta-Jones, I thought, did a good job. Luis Guzman did a really good job portraying Gomez. Yeah, I liked it, guys. I know. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people have streamed this show. This is more people have streamed this show than Stranger Things, dude, which apparently is the biggest of the biggest when it comes to Netflix. So I'm still on season 2. I still need to make my way through that shit so I can get caught up. And maybe, hey, one day we'll do a Stranger Things video. I don't know. Maybe more to come. But okay, so those are our final thoughts. Before we get out of here, check out all of our brand new episodes that are coming out weekly. We got new episodes of Final Thoughts. We got new episodes of Pickups. We got a brand new episode of Video Rental Chaos. That will be coming out here very soon for the holidays. Before Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, I got a present for you. So until then, we'll see you guys next time. Peace!
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Red rum. Red rum. Red rum. Red rum.
I took care of it. That's why God made fathers, babe. That's why God made fathers.